and welcome back to my channel. My name's Jenny from Inmysparetime Crochet, and I am happy that you're here. I feel like it's been a very productive week, you know, considering I'm at work at the moment 4 out of 5 days. I have my grandson on the other day. So finding time to be able to crochet, you know, can be limited, but I do feel like I've been able to be very productive this week, so that makes me feel good. Where to start? This week I did actually manage to get myself a PO box. I've been thinking about doing it for such a long time, particularly if I ship out orders that are placed in my Etsy store. In the past, I've had to just, you know, put my own address on it for, you know, the sender option. But now I can actually put a PO box. So that's very exciting. It wasn't quite as expensive as I had imagined, but it's done now. So you'll find that PO box linked below and everywhere it needs to be. So that was one thing. I did also do a long overdue update to my Etsy store. So I added items that I made actually a little while ago and they've just been sitting there unlisted. So I did that. So that made me feel good as well. What else did I do? This morning I filmed my free pattern roundup for the amigurumi / plushie edition. So there's 30 patterns there. I'm very excited by that, and that should be hopefully uploaded tomorrow evening. So stay tuned for that one. I myself have a number of patterns there that are now added to my crochet list. Speaking of patterns, as you may have seen from the thumbnail, I'm going to have to put myself on a pattern ban. This is ridiculous. I've been good for so long because I do have a number of patterns that I've purchased some time ago that I just have not made. But making Diddy Decks last week, that dragon, it's sort of, you know, I really just want to find some dragon patterns that I love. And I did buy a couple. Now the Red Mills crochet dragons, you've probably seen those around. There's a few different ones. I was having a look at their Etsy store and they actually had a deal where, so I chose one of the bundles that have 4 dragons there. Now, each of those patterns, like one of them has 30 pages in it. So that is a lot, but I did buy other patterns as well. So I printed this at work because this is ridiculous. There are a number of patterns there. So I think I purchased those Thursday evening. And then I think it's because I know that I'm going to have to put myself on a pattern buying ban. I purchased a few more last night. So, but I have actually made one of those makes already, which I will show you in my finished objects. So I'm very happy about that. And I tried to buy ones that I know I'm definitely going to make soon. So that's okay. But I guess now I will officially put myself on a pattern buying ban, at least until I make a heap of these patterns that I have already purchased. So I don't even want to count how many are in my Etsy that I haven't made. I guess at least I know that I've supported a designer, if nothing else. So anyway, the ban is in place for now. I'm not putting a time frame on it though. So let's just see how many patterns I can make. Okay, let's get into my finished objects for this week. Now, last week I shared some of the squares for week 1 of the gift of Christmas Cal, which is handmade by Anita. No, I always say that wrong. Made by Anita. in conjunction with black sheep wools. So I did have 4 that I needed to finish off and border those. So I have actually finished those now. So, and I'm way behind on the cowl, but that's okay. I just love how they turned out. So I will keep these colours throughout. These were the ones that I had to finish. So they're all done and can now join the ones that were already finished last week. So yeah, I need to make a start with week 2's squares. I believe all the squares have now been released. So yeah, as long as I'm done by Christmas, I'm okay with that. I'm not putting too much pressure on myself there. So that's finished. Something I finished just this morning, which is from one of the patterns that I purchased last night. So, and this is the Hatcher, the Hatching Chick by Louis and Berg. Isn't it so cute? Absolutely adorable. You can close it up, but I quite like it like that. He comes out. He's so cute. He is adorable. So the pattern is written a little differently. So instead of just continuing to work around, you slip stitch, chain 1 and then continue the round, but I wasn't enjoying that, so I'm just going to keep doing it in the round. And it works out fine. I just used some faux fur yarn for that part there, and it turned out really cute. I don't love these. I don't use safety eyes a lot, and one of them actually did come out. I've popped it back in, but he's just a bit of a practice anyway. So I think for future little chicks, I think I might hand embroider the eyes on, but we will see. Either way, it worked up quite quickly. I have used Premier Basics chenille for both the shell and the chick, and I am super happy with them, and my hope is that I can make up quite a few and pop them in my Etsy store. So yeah, that'd also be great little gifts as well. But yeah, one finished little make. Now I did pop out a little teaser in my community tab during the week. Last week when I was talking about the Amigurumi World Tour, I was mentioning that there was one of the items that I really wasn't looking forward to making, and that was the bunny. But after some gentle persuasion and encouragement from Cassandra and Mary Rose, I decided to make the bunny. And I'm glad I did, because she did turn out very cute. Now, Cassandra also has a bit of a non-cal thing going on at the moment, where you can create one of the items from the book but give it a bit of a holiday theme. It could be Halloween related, Christmas related, etc., whatever you wanted. So of course I went with Christmas theme. I made the bunny and I popped her in a little, I guess like a Santa dress. So here she is. I am very happy with how she turned out. I think it was the design of the head and the ears. I think that's what I wasn't really, you know, a massive fan of, but I think she does look quite cute. So I followed the pattern exactly. I just changed colour in the arms here to make it look like the top of the dress. I added a little, it's just a little cheap chenille that I had here. It's very thin, so I just added that for the white accents here. Now, when I got to, I'm not sure what round, but around about the middle there, I just worked into the back loop when I was coming up, so that would free up the front loop to then come back in and then work down to add the skirt on. So yeah, so the skirt is just, yeah, that part there. Oh, actually it's here. What am I talking about? Here is where I've done the, yeah, that's where I've done the skirt. So yeah, as I said, just added on that little accent there, just a little bit of acrylic black yarn there to create the little belt. And I also obviously just created a little bow for her there, and I didn't do the world's most fantastic job, but I did embroider her eyes on. So either way, the bunny is done, and I have something for Cassandra's non-cal. So there you go. She's a one and done as well. No more bunnies for me, but she did turn out okay in the end. So one more make for the the Amigurumi World Tour 2024. You probably already know it is hosted by Cassandra at Craftably Ever After. Now I wanted to make another make, and I chose the onion. It wasn't until I was almost done that I thought, I don't even know if the onion's been chosen yet, but it doesn't matter because it's going to be chosen at some point or another. So here's the onion, and as per usual, I decided to use a different yarn, and I have used Chenille Premier Basics Chenille for this onion. So it's larger, obviously. Here it is, but I'm actually really happy with it. If you have been watching me for a little while, a few weeks ago now, I made the tomato, and it also turned out quite large. I took it into work and the kids at school love it. So now this one, rather than use just normal polyfill, I decided to use, I'll pop in a bit of footage. I have a little basket that I crocheted some time ago, and it just sits in my craft room here. And every time I'm crocheting up here in this room, I put all my little scraps, my little bits of leftover yarn into that basket. Now it was almost overflowing, so rather than use polyfill, I decided I would use a heap of those scraps to stuff it. So I did that, and it is very well stuffed, and it's got quite a bit of weight to it, and it's very firm. Now this could pose some problems at school because some of the teenage boys do like to throw things around in my office. So I will probably, quite possibly, cop a very firm onion to the head at some point. Not intentionally, but you know, they just forget sometimes. They get a little excited. So let's see how the onion goes. But either way, it's done and I'm very happy with it. So there you go, another one to tick off the list. I almost forgot another item that I finished this week, and that is my Harper doll carrier. So as in, it's my pattern. I wanted to have another one to pop in my Etsy store, so I used one of the blanket yarns that I purchased last week and I showed in my haul. So this was the mint blankie yarn from Spotlight. So, and I just used a nice little pink in the Premier Basics Chenille for the heart. So it's a little doll carrier, a front-facing doll carrier that your little ones can use. So I finished that as well. So I really was quite impressed with myself this week. Rightly so, I think. Now, in regards to whips or works in progress, I didn't quite get it finished because I just didn't have as much time at work, but I have got this blanket, granny square blanket, that I am making from 2 Lincraft cakes. So I don't have too much to go. This is the second cake, and I had a few suggestions as to whether to work, like reverse the colors or continue, but ultimately I decided to start from the outside of the cake and continue on with some of the blue. So I did that, and then once I was happy with the width of the blue, I cut it and then I started from the inside of the cake and continued on with the orange, and I'm really happy with that decision actually. So that one is coming along. I think that I may just continue on, and I think with the blue, when I get to the final color, I'm thinking I might do some kind of a little bobble edging on it, and then I will sell it or market it as a baby blanket. And I think it's really cute. I quite like all the colors together, and I'm very happy with how it has worked up. So that one will definitely be done by next Sunday, and that is the only, I guess, unfinished project. So yeah, that is it. But it's been a really good week. Since being monetized, I'm just enjoying watching all the analytics, and I would at some point be happy, or I would like to do some kind of a video just, I guess, in regards to the whole monetization side of things, but I guess only if people are interested in that. So let me know below if that is something that you're interested in, because yeah, if you are, I'm more than happy to do it. So, but that is probably it for this week. As I mentioned earlier, I have recorded my video for the amigurumi / plushie free pattern roundup. There are some great patterns there, so keep your eye out for that one. If you have stuck around this long and you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing, like, comment, all the things. It really helps the video a lot. So, but that's it. That's it for now. I need to get on with editing, and I think I want to crochet some more chicks because they're so cute. One of the other patterns I purchased was actually two different spider patterns, a baby plus a larger one. So I'm really keen to try those as well. So maybe keep your eye out in next week's video for some of those, and definitely some more chicks. That's it. Thank you for being here, and I really hope to see you again soon in one of my videos. Thank you for being here. Bye for now.